So there was a lot of stuff in chapter 17. It covered a lot of ground. And mostly what you have to remember is just the basics um, of product liability is that there's kind of two ways to make a claim against somebody if their product is either defective, and that defectiveness of the product either causes monetary damages to you or some type of other damage. Really, it all comes down to monetary damage, whether it's medical bills for an injury or just the cost of replacing the product. Anyway, so the two ways you can go about doing this, or from the flip side, if you're a business owner, the two ways to defend against this is one, is that you can say somebody breached their warranty, that they did not make. Remember, a warranty is sort of a promise, and so if whether there was a strict or express warranty where they made a specific promise, or an implied warranty, one of the three types of implied warranties we've talked about in the chapter, you can argue that they did not hold up those warranties, or they breached those warranties, and that is one way to go after somebody, so to speak, for a product liability case. The second is to say that they were negligent, meaning they had a duty of care and they breached that duty. Again, there's kind of pros and cons to either one of these angles for product liability. And the big one is if is under warranty theory, we have to prove that they sold things to us. And then we have a pretty limited statute of limitations under warranty theory, usually 4 years under the Uniform Commercial Code. And we also have this issue of privity. Who do I sue and who do I have the right to sue for this, which is a little different in different states. Typically, you have to sue the person who sold you the goods, not necessarily the manufacturer. And then the idea of assumption of risk, that comes up too, that when you use a product that has dangers to it, there's dangers. And so all of those are challenges with warranty theory. Under negligence theory, there's other challenges. Things like proof, right? How do you prove that it was the proximate cause of your injury, that the product was bad and not some other reason? And again, there's this constant sort of fight where the federal law and lobbyists are working to protect manufacturers, and then there are others that are working to protect consumers. So this is kind of a constant thing. Also in this chapter, recognize the concept of strict product liability, which in essence just means if somebody makes a product that is unreasonably dangerous or defective, then the people who sell that product could be liable. Again, merchant sellers could be in trouble with that. And when we say something's unreasonably dangerous, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's defective, right? Some things by their nature are just dangerous. Firearms might be an example, or certain power tools are just dangerous. And so there can be some strict liability in the sense that if I make power tools, even if I make them correctly and people use them, I know that there's going to be a certain number of people that get hurt. And so that might be another way that you could attack this if you were the consumer, or that you might need to protect yourself if you were the manufacturer. I think that about does it for chapter 17. And hopefully it wasn't too hard. Hopefully it was useful to you as you look forward to your future careers in business.